You are not eating too much, you are not lazy, and you are not broken. But your belly fat is still there and it is growing. Here is the truth no one is telling you. The harder you diet, the more your body fights back. And right now, your body is winning. Most people over 40 are stuck at 20% body fat. They grind, they restrict, they suffer, and nothing moves. Not because they lack discipline, but because they are following a system designed to fail them. Today, that changes. I am going to show you the exact science-backed method used by elite body composition researcher that takes you from where you are right now all the way down to 12% body fat, and your belly will never look the same again. I want you to meet David. David is 54 years old, lives in Ohio, and has been dieting on and off for 11 years. He counts calories every single day. He shows up to the gym 3 times a week. He cuts carbs, he skips dessert, and he does everything the internet tells him to do. But every single time, the weight comes back. And each time it comes back, there is a little more of it. David is not weak. David is not undisciplined. David is doing exactly what his body has trained him to do, and that is the problem. If you have ever felt like David, stuck, frustrated, doing everything right, and still seeing that same belly in the mirror every morning, then this video was made for you. Because what I am about to share changed everything for David, and it is going to change everything for you too. Let me show you something that most fitness channels never talk about. At 30% body fat, your stomach is the first thing people notice. Drop down to 20% and your face gets leaner, your waist starts shrinking. At 15%, your upper abs begin to show. But to truly eliminate the stubborn visceral fat wrapped around your organs, you need to go lower, around 12% body fat. And here is where it gets alarming. According to body composition data collected from thousands of men, fewer than 1% ever reach that level. Not because it is impossible, but because the body fights back, hard, every single step of the way. Hunger spikes, energy crashes, fat loss slows to almost nothing, and most people end up regaining every pound they lost, plus more. So the real question is this: how do you get lean enough to actually burn that deep belly fat, and then keep it off permanently? That is exactly what we are solving today, step by step. Pillar 1. Protect your muscle first. Here is the biggest mistake people make when they start a fat loss phase. They focus entirely on the number on the scale. But according to Dr. Mike Israetel, one of the world's leading body composition scientists, not all weight loss is good weight loss. When you cut calories without a plan, your body does not burn only fat. It burns muscle too. Imagine 2 people, both losing 20 pounds. On paper, the result looks identical. But one person preserved their muscle and lost mostly fat. The other lost a significant amount of muscle along with the fat. One looks lean, defined, and athletic. The other simply looks smaller. That is the difference between dieting smart and dieting blind. Muscle is what shapes your body. Muscle is what keeps your metabolism burning. And muscle is what protects you from regaining everything you lost. Your very first goal is not weight loss. Your first goal is muscle preservation. Pillar 2. Protein is your most powerful tool. Once you understand that muscle is everything, the next question is simple. What is the most powerful tool for protecting it? Nutrition scientist Layne Norton has a clear answer. Protein. Not supplements, not fat burners, not expensive powders. Just protein at every single meal. Here is why this matters more than you think. When you eat enough protein, your body releases a hormone called GLP-1. You may have heard of that hormone before. It is the exact same mechanism that drugs like Ozempic try to replicate. But protein triggers it completely naturally, completely free, with 0 side effects. When GLP-1 is elevated, hunger drops dramatically. Cravings become manageable, and your body becomes far more cooperative with fat loss. Layne recommends aiming for roughly 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight daily. That single habit alone will change the way your body responds to dieting. Pillar 3. Create a deficit, not a crisis. With protein dialed in, the final piece of the foundation is your calorie deficit. And this is where most people destroy their own progress. They hear calorie deficit and immediately slash their intake in half. That is not a deficit. That is a crisis signal to your body. Lane recommends something smarter. Use an online calculator as a starting point. Then, track your weight trend over 2 full weeks, not daily fluctuations. If you are losing roughly 1 to 2 pounds per week, you are in the right zone. Think of your calorie target as a working hypothesis. Your body gives you the real answer. Adjust based on evidence, not emotion. Stop right here. Before we go any further, I need you to hear this. What I am about to share is the exact reason 99% of people never make it past 20% body fat. And it has absolutely nothing to do with how hard they work. Your body is not on your side right now. I mean that literally. According to metabolism researcher Eric Trexler, the moment your body senses a consistent energy shortage, it begins defending itself. First, your metabolism slows down. A lighter body burns fewer calories to move and to function, but that is only the beginning. Your body also starts making invisible adjustments you never notice. You fidget less. You move less throughout the day. You become slightly more efficient at burning fewer calories. Researchers call this adaptive thermogenesis. And together, these small changes can quietly erase hundreds of calories from your daily burn. At the same time, hunger intensifies. Food becomes more appealing. Cravings hit harder and more often. Your body is pulling you back to where you started. This is exactly why fat loss stalls around 20% body fat for most people. So what is the solution? Eric Trexler and top coaches around the world use what are called diet phases. Diet hard for 12 to 16 weeks, then spend intentional time at maintenance calories. Not gaining, not losing, just recovering. Think of it exactly like sprinting. You can sprint at full speed for a period of time, but you cannot sprint forever. Maintenance is not failure. Maintenance is what protects your progress and prepares your body for the next push. Now let us talk about cardio, because most people have this completely backwards. More cardio does not automatically mean more fat loss. Researcher Eric Helms explains this through something called the constrained energy model. When you dramatically increase exercise, your body compensates without you realizing it. You move less for the rest of the day. You fidget less. You subconsciously conserve energy elsewhere. That 300-calorie cardio session may only create 80 calories of true additional deficit. So, what actually works? Your daily step count. People who stay below 5,000 steps per day consistently struggle with hunger regulation and energy balance. But something powerful begins to happen between 7,000 and 9,000 steps. Hunger starts to regulate naturally. Energy balance becomes easier to manage. Your body begins cooperating instead of fighting. Build your daily steps to 7,000 first. Then gradually increase toward 10,000 to 12,000 as fat loss slows. And always remember Eric's rule. 80% of your fat loss results come from nutrition. Only 20% comes from additional cardio. Move more. Eat smarter, not just less. Here's what David experienced and what you can realistically expect. By day 3, your protein intake is consistent and your body begins adjusting. Hunger becomes less chaotic. Cravings start losing their grip. You will not see dramatic changes yet, but something important has shifted inside. By day 14, your metabolism is no longer fighting back at full force. The scale begins moving in a clear, consistent direction. Energy levels stabilize throughout the day. You start feeling in control for the first time in years. By day 30, measurable changes begin showing up. Visceral fat around your organs starts declining. Your waist measurement drops. Your body is no longer working against you. It is finally working with you. David lost 11 pounds in his first 30 days using this exact system. Not by suffering more, but by finally working with his biology instead of against it. Before you scroll away, I need you to do one thing right now. Look down at that like button. If this video showed you something about your body that no one else has explained clearly, hit that like button right now. Not for me, because the YouTube algorithm uses that single signal to push this information in front of someone who desperately needs it today. One tap from you could genuinely change someone's life. Now hit subscribe because next week I am covering the exact morning protocol that keeps cortisol low from the moment you wake up, so your body stays in active fat burning mode all day long. That one is going to change how you start every single morning. You do not want to miss it. And finally, drop a comment below right now. Tell me which step you are starting tonight. Is it locking in your protein target? Is it building your daily step count? Or is it committing to your first real diet phase? Drop it below. I read every single comment every single day. Let us get you to 12%.